enough is enough.
So, it's your girl Danielle Lee. We back with another video. It is currently, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 1 a.m.
There you go, 1 a.m. And this is the first day of me being unemployed. Like, I'm laughing about it. And I would most definitely be lying if I came on here and I told y'all that I don't feel some type of way, because honestly I do. I do feel some type of motherfucking way. But we not going to dwell on that because, truthfully speaking, I'm just trying to let God lead me. And I'm going to see through whatever it is that God is going to get me through. So today is going to be number one of me being unemployed. And I am about to break down my work computer so I can pack them into a box so that they can get their shit back. I got an email from my supervisor basically saying, take the equipment to the nearest UPS location. Bitch, fuck you. That's what I wanted to respond, because technically speaking, I'm going to respond, but when they give me my last check. And when I do respond, I want to be disrespectful, but I'm not going to be disrespectful because I feel like that's what they want. Let me give y'all the breakdown as to why I lost my job. So, I lost my job because, for those of you who do not know, for the month of August, I was out on medical leave. And then I went back to work September the 5th, which initially I was supposed to go back on the 23rd of August. I went back September the 5th. Ever since I've been back at work, my boss was doing nagging shit. Like, every day she want to have a meeting with me. So, I kept asking her, like, wait a minute, did something change while I was gone? Because all of these fucking meetings, we having meetings every day. Why do you need to meet with me every day? Like, it's starting to feel like y'all actually watching me. Mind y'all, your metrics for my work from home job tells you the quality of work that you're actually putting into your job. I have a 95% qualify for a bonus every month, which means I do my motherfucking job. Now, mind y'all, little backstory. The reason why I was out the first time was because I went through a situation where I was actually attacked in my own household, and that shit just was fucking with me so bad that I could not work, right? And that'll be a whole nother video. So, in the process of that, I felt like I needed a mental break because my job requires. So, not only that, I had to undergo some health issues that I had. And apparently with me going back to work on the 5th, I still was having to be out of work some days because I wasn't feeling like myself. But I had medical clearance to be out, which means I had doctor's notes that cleared me for the days that I missed. Mind y'all, I really was taken out of work for 2 weeks so far. But I still was working because I'm working from home. Mind y'all, I'm going to place both of the work excuses for the 2 weeks right here to show y'all that I had medical clearance. So technically speaking, I did not have to go to work because I had work excuses. So mind y'all, when I first came back to work off of medical leave, she kept on saying to me, well, we fought to keep you and fought to keep me. First of all, how you fought to keep me? No, you couldn't fire me because I was out on fucking medical leave, for one. And for two, what did you fight to keep me for? Because technically speaking, my metrics are at a 95%, which means I'm passing and I'm doing my job all the way around the board. I'm going to show y'all what my metrics were somewhere up in here. So, why would you say that to me, right? And so, once again, she started being nagging with all of these meetings every day. At 3 o'clock in the morning, we on a fucking meeting. Bitch, I don't want to talk to you every day. I don't want to do this shit. It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm already barely woke. I don't want to sit on the phone with you for a whole fucking hour with you critiquing shit that you saying that I'm not doing, when clearly I've been doing the same fucking thing since I've been working for this job. But now all of a sudden that I got a new supervisor, you telling me I'm not doing my job. Excuse me, ma'am? So because I may leave out one word that we have to say to the patient, she calling it out. Oh, well, you left this word out. You said everything else, but you left this. Like, man, look, everybody talk different. So you can't expect for me to do shit how if somebody else may do it. Boom. That was one reason that she said I was being terminated. The second reason was because my screen timed out yesterday for an hour. Mind y'all, I clock in at 3 a.m. in the morning and I get off at 11:30 a.m., right? So between the hours of 3 a.m. and 9 a.m., I don't get no calls. I may get 1-2 calls in between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. So when she say my screen timed out, that means instead of my screen staying up, it logged me out, but I was still logged in working, if that makes sense. It just locked the screen. Ma'am, so you expect for me to just sit here at the computer from 3 to 9 and just keep moving the mouse to keep the screen active? I'm quite sure I'm not the only person on this motherfucking job that worked my shift and they screen ain't timed out. Mind y'all, I've been on this shift since last year, which means every boss I had before her, the same things once again that I'm doing now, I did then. So why all of a sudden you finding a problem in it? That's number 2. Number 3 is, she said I wasn't verifying the patient's information. First of all, it's not even just a work from home job that verify patient's information, just period in general. If you call anywhere to any company and you have an account with them, you have to be verified before they even able to pull up your account. So for you to say I'm not verifying the patient's information, how? They have to be verified before I'm able to log into the system to be able to see anything on them. I have to ask her first name, last name, date of birth, and phone numbers. Those are mandatory. That's the only way I'm going to be able to pull up their account. So when you say I'm not validating them or verifying them, that shit don't even make sense. My metrics, once again, is how well I'm doing on the job. 95%. I qualify for a bonus. So for you to say I don't do my fucking job, or for you to call out all of these things one by one that don't make sense to me, it's not adding up. Because if I really wasn't doing my job, my metrics would say that. But my metrics are saying she doing her job, right? This is the fine print that got me when she said, oh, I do want to let you know that your determination wasn't based on your last medical leave. That has absolutely not one thing to do with it. If my medical leave don't have nothing to do with y'all firing me, why the fuck is you bringing up medical leave? If that don't have nothing to do with it, why are you bringing it up? I went through a traumatic situation where I could have lost my motherfucking life. So yes, I did take a break from work. And yes, when I went back to work, I was rejuvenated. But for you to say my recent medical leave didn't have nothing to do with it, no. It clearly do, because you wouldn't have never said that. And not only that, since this been going on with my iron in my blood and dizziness, lightheaded, and weakness, and all of these other symptoms that I had since I lost my baby, that has been causing me to go to like more frequent doctor's appointments, or me having to go get this check done and me having to go get this check. And I feel like y'all fired me because y'all felt like my medical history was starting to affect the fact that some days I miss days, but while having proof or having the clearance to miss a day, right? So I think y'all got to that point where you tried to say my health history wasn't about my health things that I've been going through recently. Now, mind y'all, not only that, when I went back to work, she sent me an email to me that states that, hold on. In this email, it says that she sent me some paperwork for ADA accommodation request form. Why the fuck do you think I need ADA recommendation request form? Ain't shit wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine. The only problem that I have is you, because you keep fucking with me. And I can't tell you how the fuck I genuinely feel, because you are the boss. So, to be honest with y'all, I didn't even give her a chance to finish saying what she had to say this morning. I just hung up on her ass because, first of all, bitch, I was working and I didn't have to. I was on medical clearance to be off. But I still was clocking in because I work from home. So what's the point on me not being able to work? Yeah, I'm a little dizzy and a little woozy, but I was still clocking in doing my job. I actually worked overtime from the time I came back until now. And then you come back and you tell me I wasn't doing my job. I wasn't verifying patients. No, what it really boiled down to is y'all knew that you could not fire me while I was out on medical leave, which means you waited till I returned to work to fire me. You gave me 2 weeks working, so it didn't look like I was being fired right after medical leave. So, wrongful determination, for one, and also for two, once again, y'all fired me. Y'all worked me 2 weeks and then you fired me, which you knew you was going to fire me anyway, which is why y'all kept nagging me every day with these meetings and all this extracurricular shit. But I do have a lawyer that's looking into the case because it still throws red flags that y'all fired me 2 weeks after coming off medical leave. It's still not valid, which I've already spoken to a lawyer pertaining to it, and he was like, yeah, that's kind of too close to you being out on medical leave for them to turn around and fire you 2 weeks after coming off. Yeah. So I have reached out to lawyers, and I was wrong for determination because, first of all, wrongful determination because, first of all, I should have never been fired. I do my job. So what I did was I went through the computer and got all of the documentation that we had been discussing with each other. I went through and I got all of my metrics. I got all of my coaching sessions. I got everything that I have ever went over with them during the duration of me working for this company to show wrongful determination of you firing me. Because if I was not doing my job, how come the system don't say that? And so I think I logged out this morning, and when I logged back in to get that information, they able to see your screen. So I know they saw that I was going through screenshotting my metrics and screenshotting emails and screenshot how you was harassing me every day into meetings. You know what I'm saying? So I went through and I screenshotted all of that shit. And so now they have officially blocked me out of the system where I can't get back in. But I don't give a fuck because clearly I got the proof that I need that shows it was wrong for determination because I actually did my job. So the allegations that you are bringing forth on me is not valid. But anywho, I just wanted to come tell y'all the backstory to me losing my work from home job. My other one, I'll let y'all know about that a little later on. But for the time being, I'm going to get up out of here. I am about to pack this equipment up. So y'all get that in another vlog.